What's up, all you Lee haters? Today, I'm gonna teach you how to train your customer service reps. In roofing, everybody sells. And the problem with scaling a roofing company is all the overhead expenses in every one of your employees. At our RCA, we focus, it doesn't matter what your job is, if you're collecting money, if you're pulling permits, you're gonna be selling roofs. And so in today's episode, I trained some of my customer care girls, as a matter of fact, our permit girl, on some scripts that we use right in front of you. We built it with AI, we customized the script. I'll show you how to build tools with AI. And then we role played with our customer service reps how to do follow-up, because that's really where the fortune is, and it's where salespeople always mess up. The chances are you're not following up on your leads good enough. And if you trained some of your office staff, your executive assistants, some of the people that are helping you on payroll, they can do the job that the salespeople drop the ball on, and this is how you do it.
2025, in 5 years, all jobs on the desk are going to get replaced by AI. That makes your position, that gives you in control of your own destiny. What's up, guys? At our RCA, you think the men do all the work. They don't. We got some strong ladies behind us. This is our customer care and collections team, along with our permit coordinator. And I started off with some bad news and this idea that AI is taking all the desk jobs. Does that scare y'all a little bit?
Soon with artificial intelligence.
They did? That scared you?
They're already doing it with Amazon and stuff, so imagine.
Yeah, dude. So the communication part, selling and collecting, they're never gonna take over the hardest part of our job, and leaning into the part that is hard is only gonna make you more invaluable. And inside this episode, I trained these girls on, I think, the biggest place that roofing salespeople miss up. They don't follow up. And so as a company, you can't expect what you don't inspect. So calling the customers direct instead of asking the sales reps what happened, because the sales reps always tell you, what do they tell y'all?
Everything in the book.
That's good to go?
That I've called the customer already. This is in this spot, or don't worry, I got it, or
They rescheduled or whatever it is.
yes. And then when you actually call, it's something different a lot of the time.
Yeah, and so I am in this episode gonna teach Jincy, our permit coordinator, how to sell. In the past, I've asked her to learn sales, but I didn't give her the script. This year, my company has revolutionized with the insurance to retail script. But in training your customer service agents, if you don't have sales training where you're going over the phone, where you're going over scripts, like, y'all are only as good as the training that I give you. And, you know, Jessica, you come from a collections background.
That's correct.
So you had training on collections.
An experience.
Before we started, I said collections can't be done through text. You got to make calls. So we're gonna set a goal today for how many calls everybody's gonna make for collections overall. But inside this episode, I think y'all will learn a little bit about our insurance to retail script, our follow-up script. And if you do insurance roofing, one of the biggest places you drop the ball is when you sign contingency agreements. One of the most alarming statistics is that we were dropping the ball or not converting 50% of our contingency agreements.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
That's a lot. There's a lot of deals that aren't deals. And so the way that we fix that is we get them all loans and hard number contracts. And so enjoy this little training. All I can say is that you can't collect roofing money with text messages and email.
That's correct.
Not only that, no.
So what's the
You have to
process?
call.
Like, if we're tracking the metrics, if we're having, say, Anthony, how many calls are you gonna make this week? Jincy, how many calls? Because with Jincy, do you think it's gonna be, if I'm gonna ask her to help me with following up on contingencies and new business, or help with calling on collections to just hand the phone to mom when you have one? Just, let me let you talk to the director of collections. I'm Jessica's assistant. She had me reach out to you.
That's perfect.
Huh?
That's perfect.
What do you think that would be?
That'll be great. That'll be great.
Because I've seen her go in there and make the notes, but basically, we need more people calling.
But you can make those calls. You were talking to her this morning, right?
Yeah. I think it's more of a guidance, like, hey, here's your list. You know what I mean?
Right now, she has a list for front end stuff.
Yeah, as long as you provide her the list.
If we're gonna have her,
If you provide her the list,
Well,
she
she's in your department. What do you think is the best use of her? Do you think it's better to help with the front end stuff, or do you think it's better to help with collections?
I'm gonna be real. I feel like better for front end stuff because the guys don't do it.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, we need.
So
I just gave Danny a list of 12 jobs. That's all
So
I
as far as
project.
front end follow up, you're talking about following up on the contingencies, following up on the working, following up on the company generated leads,
Yes.
and going through those categories at the hours of the day where people answer.
Yeah. It needs to be how we all set it out to in the beginning, every 3 days. And if it's not every 3 days, it's at least once a week.
Okay.
Besides, need to undo it.
Nice.
2025, in 5 years, all jobs on the desk are going to get replaced by AI. It's the truth.
Is it true?
It's the truth.
No, please, 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 no.
So, what we have to do is we have to be adaptable, we have to learn new skills, and we got to do the things that robots can't do, which is think. However, talking here, the best way that you can help the company besides permits is during the hours of 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. Is that when they answer the phone? 9 a.m. to 11? That's
I put 8:30 to 10:30 for her.
okay. So like the first 2 hours a day when you're the freshest, you will be calling customers that we've signed contracts with, contingency agreements. You'll be calling people that we've sat down with and done an estimate, and you'll be calling people that we spent money on, like a company generated lead. These are company assets, and so like protecting the house. If this sales rep followed up with the customer every 3 to 7 days, delivered the estimate, and went through our process where they offer an opportunity to get the roof done, no money out of pocket, and help through this roof and sue program where they get 50 to 80% back on reimbursement. But this is going to teach you a lot about roofing sales. I'm going to give you a script.
Just stick with the script.
I'm going to start first with the script for calling a contingency agreement, which is a customer that we've already got a preliminary agreement with. Hey, this is Jincy with RRCA. I'm your customer service coordinator and I handle all permitting at RRCA. Lee wanted me to reach out to you because I've got great news about your project. Is now a good time to talk to you about your roof? Look, I don't know if you heard or are aware of what's going on, but insurance companies are not playing by the book, or they're not playing fair. They're dropping people when their roofs are 15 years old. Have you heard about people getting dropped by the insurance? Well, I'm looking here at your file, and it looks like we got stopped in the process. Was it because that the insurance company denied your claim? Obviously, we're looking at the notes, and we're assuming that we don't have all the answers here. All I can tell you is we have the next step to get your approval. I got good news. We have got coverage extended. I see that you're in the supplement department, and I'd like to set up an appointment with your sales manager or with a general manager to talk you through the next steps. This is so that the insurance company doesn't drop you and give you the full cost of the roof out of pocket. And we have a special program that speeds up the replacement, speeds up the approval of the claim. I just need to know what's going on. When's the last time you spoke with your rep? Now, at this point, we're going straight to asking them lots of questions about their job, and what you need to do is you need to build, like, you have to make a friend with them.
Let's be friends.
So you need to interject. How long have you been at your home? When did we start the process? Find out if they have good memories about our project manager or not, how much that they like our project manager. When you talk to them a little bit about why they selected or why they liked us or whatever like that, a lot of times they'll tell you some of the things that they're interested in. And if you just get customers talking back to you about regular stuff, regular life, they're going to feed you all the information, and you're going to be able to tell, like, if this is one that should be immediately closed. And so, like, The more aware the customer is that people are getting dropped by their insurance, the more likely that they're gonna move forward with a loan. That's the whole goal, is to get everybody into our 12-month no payment, no interest program. We partnered with Truist. This is so that we can get your claim approved. We found that this is what we have to do to get your claim approved faster. You're gonna get a new roof anyways in the next year or two. This is just literally so that we can follow the exact process that guarantees you get 50 to 80% covered by the insurance. I just got to set up an appointment, and I can live transfer you right now, or I can set up a time where your project manager or a general manager is available. So I need you to interject the rapport building. I need you to simplify it, and I want you to also have the intent be to schedule an appointment or live transfer to a manager so that we can increase the odds of approval, take the next step to get their permit pulled. Or a lot of times with these claims, there's code upgrades the insurance companies don't pay for. You pull the permit, so you're just here to make sure that they get a 5-star roof that's built to code, and you make the insurance company pay for it through a process. This is going to allow you to get a new roof and make the insurance pay for it, and it all happens faster. See how simple it is?
It's very simple.
Hey, this is Jincy with our RCA. I'm your customer service coordinator. I handle all permitting and job files here. Lee, the owner, asked me to reach out because I've got great news about your project. It's now a good time to talk to you about your roof real quick. Before I jump in, I just want to make sure you're aware of what's going on right now. Insurance companies are dropping homeowners left and right, especially when roofs hit 15 years or older. Have you heard about what's happening in your neighborhood? This is where we want to find out, do they know about the insurance denial and how important it is that they get this roof replaced. So this is you diagnosing the file. I'm looking through your file and it looks like we got stopped somewhere. We're not sure why yet. Was it because the insurance company denied something, or did they ask for more documentation? Pause.
I like that.
Totally understand. Thank you for sharing that. We don't have all the answers yet, but here's what I can tell you. I have good news. Your file is already in our supplement department, which means coverage is still open and we can move this forward. We just need to take the next step so the insurance company doesn't drop you or force you to pay the full cost of the roof out of pocket. Okay, real quick, while I've got you, how long have you been in your home? And when did we first start the process with you? Oh, perfect. If they like their project manager, I love hearing that. Our customers usually pick us because of people they like. What'd you like most about working with them? Oh, no worries if they don't remember them. That's exactly why I'm calling. We're stepping in to make this smoother and faster for you. Keep them talking. The more they talk, the more information you get. So here's what we're doing to help homeowners right now. This is where, honestly, I don't want you trying to sell this, so you don't have to follow the script. But if you got somebody that was really interested, we're getting people approved by the insurance by using a special program with Truist Bank. It's at no cost to you, no payment, no interest, 12 months. It doesn't cost you anything today. It simply allows us to keep your file open, pull the permit, and get code upgrades covered, and force the insurance company to follow the process. You're going to need a new roof in the next 1 to 2 years anyways, so this is just the smartest way to get it done and still get 50 to 80% of it covered by insurance. So here's the next step. I need to get you in front of your project manager or general manager so they can walk you through the updated approval plan. I can transfer you right now if they're free, or we can schedule a time that works best for you. What's easier, a quick live transfer, or do you prefer to set an appointment? Perfect. We'll take it from here. Our goal is simple. Get your roof approved, get it built to code, make the insurance pay what they're supposed to, and give you a 5-star experience. Thanks again for your time. You're in good hands. So the summary, warm intro, permission to talk, insurance awareness question, diagnose the stall in a friendly way, build rapport, frame loan as a tool, not a sell. It's leverage. This gives us the power of the purse. Explain hybrid process, push for live transfer first. If not, set the appointment, wrap with reassurance.
I was just going to say, if we can do live transfer, I would do that.
Yeah, I want the live transfer.
Before.
Oh, dude, I want
Probably
the live
the
transfer.
best.
Because that's the biggest problem
live,
is getting them on the phone.
Live transfer to me, close. Live transfer to Jackson, close. Live transfer to Danny, close. Live transfer to Ricky. Those are going to be the first 4 options. And you're just going to rotate. We're really skilled at getting the loans and everything done over the phone. But the more that we have virtual trained guys that can do it all over the phone, which JoJo's close, but he hasn't done any over the phone yet. And so you just have to. Danny is done a couple. He doesn't tell them as certain, and he's not as strong at it because he needs more practice.
You just need more practice.
The next type of lead that you're going to follow up on is going to be someone that's requested a drone inspection, somebody that's received a drone inspection, a report, but hasn't really met with someone. Maybe someone that's met with us. This is typically someone in the working category where you see notes, the sales rep assigned, inspection was scheduled, we went there. A lot of the people in working never really met with somebody. I said that the biggest problem in these categories is most of the time people didn't get the proposal, sit down with them, and they didn't get. If I offered them a drone inspection, they didn't get it. If a sales rep went over there, maybe the sales rep didn't follow up with a estimate or pictures. And so, or maybe they lost it or didn't get it. The idea is we're calling people that didn't close, and the biggest reason why they didn't close most of the time is because they didn't get an offer or the sales rep didn't follow the process. So when I call these people, hey, what's going on? This is Contingency, RRCA. We're the guys with the drone report, the drone roofers. You met with one of our guys. Look, I'm in customer care and I want to make sure that you don't get left out. I don't know if you heard about what's happening with people getting dropped by their insurance. Yes, you have an older roof. It's going to be the next year or two that you're going to be forced to pay to replace this roof. You have legitimate damage. I'm reviewing your photos right now, and I just want to make sure that you don't get denied. You don't have to pay for this roof out of pocket if you have legitimate damage. You want it covered. So my job is to find out what happened. Was our project manager out on site? Did you get a chance to meet with him? How'd you like him? Did he do a good job? Did you get a copy of our damage photos, our proposal, more information about our company? Now, we don't always give a written estimate if we're going through the insurance process, but we do always believe in giving a proposal. Did you receive that? I've got these photos. I can send them over to you and set you up if you didn't get that immediately. But again, just want to know a little bit more about you, how long you've been here, how old the roof is. Look, the reality is I don't know if you have any water coming in your home. You know, this is like a big deal if you have a water coming in your home and it's an old roof, and you can't be left out. So what's a little bit different at RRCA is we look to help you avoid unnecessary expense through the insurance process, but we also get more approvals than anybody through our special process. You seem to have a very good case, and the boss here wanted me to reach out to you individually because he knows that we can get you built quickly, and we need to set you up with your project manager or with one of my managers that I have right now to help you through the next steps. Because if you didn't get a report, I can give you one immediately. We can do a live scan and just give you a virtual quote. And I want to go ahead and get you connected with someone that can help you advance the roof claim. And I can do that right now with a live transfer, or we can schedule a time to do that in the future. Oh, you're not interested? Okay, look, what we do is simply set up an appointment to make sure that you don't make a mistake. Because you still have an older roof, you didn't get a new roof, and so many people screw this up. It's our courtesy. We want to make sure, even if you select another roofer, that you don't end up paying the whole price if you don't have to.
Professional courtesy.
So I'm going to go ahead and set this up with my project manager, even though you're not interested, because I've got damage photos, and if you have legitimate damage, you want it covered, right? Okay, great. I'm going to go ahead and help you through this process, get you set up. Hang tight. We're going to get you live transferred right now. Now, I got you interested. What insurance company do you have? Did you file a claim? How bad was the roof damage? A lot of things that I like to do to bring them to the scene is I like to, were you there for the storm? What was it like? Was it bad? Okay. Well, good news is we actually can turn your denial into approval. Good news is, since you didn't file a claim from Hurricane Irma or Hurricane Milton, we can file a claim under a regular wind date, and you would be responsible for a lower deductible, not a hurricane deductible. Luckily, I'm going to help you through that process right now. We're going to get you connected. He didn't get you a proposal. He didn't walk you through this claims process. You didn't get a claim filed. Oh, he didn't show you how we fast-track this and get you built within 30 to 60 days with zero money down. Oh my God, let me get you on the phone.
Let me show you.
And the most important thing about sales is a monetary goal. So, not a monetary goal. We want the opportunity for you to set some of these appointments and I'm gonna set up a structure in which, where we have a minimum number of like our target. But the idea is that if these are able to transfer into deals, that there's an opportunity to make more once we hit our target. So let's say our target is 2 hours a day. My guess is you can make in those 2 hours 30 to 70 calls a day. So let's just say 50 calls a day, call it 5 days a week. So you're talking about 250 dials. Now, I don't know when it comes to these how often it takes to get people on the phone, but I kind of do. I've been calling these. So it's like every 10 to 15 calls that you get someone on the phone. So if you're having 5 conversations every day, you're doing a good job.
Good job.
And out of those 5 conversations, we should be able to move the needle on 2 or 3 appointments, or at least 1 appointment a day. At the end of the week, you got 5 appointments, you've done your minimum. You've gotten 5 appointments. Good job. You did your activity, you did your 50, you followed the script. You outperform that, and from there, I mean, I'm gonna have to figure out exactly what to do, because some of these, the idea that we follow up, that there's an extra 3% for a virtual agent when the sales rep hasn't done his job of following up every 2 weeks, because we can just take it out of the sales commission. And once you get proven to me that you can do more than 5 appointments a week, we can figure out a way that you can either get paid per appointment or you can get paid on those deals. What I'm looking for now is, as we have high overhead and we don't have enough sales, I want to get the permit count up, because more permits means that you have more work to do. And if you are setting up or live transferring 5 a week, well, I can almost guarantee that I'm turning 2 of those into loans. Okay? That means that you're being responsible for 2 jobs sold a week, even though you're not selling the jobs. And that makes your position, that gives you in control of your own destiny.
It is your destiny.
If you're willing to make the calls. And so I'm willing to reward, and I'll do it based on the first couple weeks, you know? But I think if we just set a goal to make 50 calls a day and to get 1 appointment a day and to have 5 a week, and for us to close 2 out of the 5, that's the baseline. And if we can accomplish that, that's a big deal, but it can be easily done while you pull permits if you take care of this the first 2 hours of the day.
I think now that I have the script, I definitely feel more like confident in what I'm saying and like how I'm going to be saying it and presenting it to the homeowner. But that's very helpful, because before I didn't really have a script. I just went based off of what you were telling us, what Shira and my mom were kind of doing.
Yeah, and for someone like me that's like a salesperson naturally, it's hard for me to think that you need a script, because it just vomits out of me.
Right.
But obviously you need a script. And this year has taught me anything, that our company, more has changed in our company because of how our sales script has changed on us saying, hey, if you have legitimate damage, we want it covered. But the bad news is, I don't know if you heard, insurance companies are dropping people after 15 years, and if we don't get this roof, you're going to have to pay for it. And the other part is that I know you probably think this is too good to be true, and there's no such thing as a free roof, and there's not. The bad news is insurance companies deny 50% of these claims. They fight like hell for us. We're the only people out here fighting, educating homeowners, and we don't lose. When we take a case, we bring in engineers and attorneys, we don't fucking lose. But here's the thing. Sometimes we have to settle, and we get 50 to 80%. So if we can get 50 to 80%, that'd be good, right? And so that's the insurance to retail script. And honestly, you being able to learn how to do this, you don't have to sell. All you have to do is set. You don't have to sell.
Are you sure?
Because there's always going to be closers that can close these deals. And I love virtual closing. I thought it used to be that I love selling consulting over the phone, but what it is that I love the idea of not having to drive to a fucking house, sit an hour at someone's kitchen table, go through all this rigmarole. It's just fun to do it over the phone, and so I'm telling you, knowing where I'm going on the full script, I'm going to put the full script in here, is important. But I don't want you to think that I want you to do the full script. You can, but you don't have to. You just have to set the appointments, and then as long as there's no notes within 2 weeks, the idea that you could be paid 3%, okay, there is an idea on that, and seeing that you're doing the sales activity, and the one deal that you got for Cody, that guy is still available. He said yes, but he said no. He said yes, but his insurance has an RPS schedule. They cut 50% of it, so he basically is only getting like $9,000 on a $30,000 house. So he wanted to, instead of use our supplement department, hire his own public adjuster. But that guy recently answered me. He didn't get closed, so he is in this category. He signed a contingency. He still wants to meet with us. You've already set him one time. Start there. You already had success there.
Very successful.
You could kind of push him too, because no matter if he gets public adjuster or not,
he's getting dropped.
well, he's getting dropped, but the RPS is not going to change. What that is
no, he's gonna.
it's like recoverable depreciation that's not recoverable, and they take it out per policy. So whatever policy that he initially signed up with, that's on him. He knew he had to pay that if he had to go after a roof. So that's a big portion of the claim. So he's gonna have to get rolled into retail anyways.
Well, I've been doing sales for 20 years. I couldn't figure out insurance to retail to save my life. We couldn't figure out how to get loans. We couldn't figure out how to sell hard number contracts. We couldn't figure out how to convert the leads fast enough. And it's because I was stuck in the old way. And I just hope to hell we're not stuck in like not calling collections. Cause
no, dude, I don't know who is saying
no,
that.
Lee, never.
You can,
That's why
go on the files.
I'm
ran to Sharon. I'm like, which case? Which files?
Go on the files because everything's there.
Falls into this category. If you're afraid to pick up the phone, you cannot work at RCA.
There is no fearless in collections.
That's the Charlie's Angels of our RCA. Look, I think all the roofing companies in the world need good women. Good women offer a completely different perspective. And just because somebody is a customer care or customer service person doesn't mean they're not doing sales. Remember, everybody sells in roofing. You have a sales organization. It doesn't even matter if it's the permit girl. She took that script and immediately got results. She set an appointment that we closed into a job number. This was just like 1 hour within the training. And so it just goes to show me, if I wouldn't have done that training, if I wouldn't have took that time, I wouldn't have got that deal. So take the time, train your reps, and comment below scripts. I'll give you the follow-up scripts we used in the video.